And let's go on to the next big story that we're tracking. Viewers, there are strong rumors that there could be a big political shake-up in Tamil Nadu soon. After the victory of Joseph Vijay in Tamil Nadu elections, there's buzz that former BJP chief Annamalai may launch an independent alternative in Tamil Nadu politics. After he stepped down as a state BJP president last year, there have been speculations that he may be given a national role, but that hasn't happened yet. He didn't contest the elections recently as well. And after the BJP's dismal performance in Tamil Nadu, sources say that Annamalai is looking at his options. Amidst this buzz, Annamalai is in the national capital to meet senior leaders, including party chief Nitin Nabin. Most of you would know that Annamalai is a former IPS officer who has served as the Tamil Nadu president of the BJP at one point. When he was appointed to the post, he was the youngest Tamil Nadu BJP president at the age of 37. He was credited for playing a crucial role in expanding the BJP's presence in Tamil Nadu. But he was replaced when the AIADMK rejoined the NDA. He was also known to be a popular leader among the youth, which is why the BJP and his political rivals are watching the situation very, very closely. Now, top sources within the Annamalai camp have told Times Now that the BJP leader is starting to feel that there isn't much scope left for him within the party. Now, remember, ever since he was removed from the post of the state BJP president following the 2024 elections, he was yet to receive any new significant responsibility. And in fact, he was removed as state BJP president following, of course, 2024, and of course, ahead of the current assembly elections that have happened in the year 2026. He's not received much in terms of responsibilities, and therefore, he's reportedly upset over this. He was not very active in the 2026 poll campaign either. In fact, sources within his camp have told Times Now that the BJP leader could also contest the upcoming by-polls in Tamil Nadu should he choose to exit the BJP. When Annamalai was questioned by the media earlier today, he says he will reveal details about his next move within the next 2 days.
எல்லாத்துக்கும் நன்றி. நான் பேசுறேன் அண்ணா, நான் முறையா பேசுறேன். ஆனா இந்த மாதிரி பேச நல்லா இருக்காது. எல்லாத்தையும் முறையா பேசுறேன். அண்ணா கீழே விழுந்துட்டீங்க. ஒரு நிமிஷம் அண்ணா கொடுங்க தலைவா. அண்ணே உட்கார்ந்து ஒரு நிமிஷம் அண்ணே உட்கார்ந்து பொறுமையா 2 நாள் எல்லாம் பேசுவாங்க அண்ணா. எல்லா கேள்வி தலைவா ஒரு நிமிஷம் எல்லா கேள்விகளுக்கு பதில் சொல்றேன். உட்கார்ந்து பேசுவாங்க 2 நாள்ல பேசுவோம். தேங்க்யூ அண்ணா. எல்லாத்துக்கும் பதில் சொல்றேன். நல்லா இருக்கீங்களாங்க ஐயா? நான் பேசுறேன் அண்ணா. அண்ணா 2 நாள்ல பேசுறேன்னு சொல்றேன். தேங்க்யூ அண்ணா. நீங்க உங்களை ஹர்ட் பண்ணிக்காதீங்க. நான் எல்லாத்துக்கும் பேசுறேன். 2 நாள்ல பேசுறேன் அண்ணா. அன்புக்கு நன்றிங்க அண்ணா. அன்புக்கு நன்றி அண்ணா. நீங்க வலி உள்ளினா ஃளைட் விட்டுருவேன் அண்ணா. யாரையும் தள்ளாதீங்க அண்ணா. நீங்க வலி விட்டா ஃளைட் பிடிப்பேன் அண்ணா. 2 நாள்ல நான் தான் பேசுறேன்ட்டேன்ங்க. தேங்க்யூ.
Now, Annamalai has had differences with the BJP over the last few years, with the most significant fallout being his removal as the state BJP president, when the party decided to ally with the AIADMK, a move that failed to yield the expected dividends in the 2026 assembly polls. Here's a look at some of the run-ins that the two sides have had in the recent past. In September 2023, Annamalai's criticism of Jayalalitha led to a split with the AIADMK. Later in April 2025, we saw Annamalai stepping down as the state president. In March 2026, the BJP's top leadership reached out to the AIADMK, and Annamalai was unhappy with the compromise with AIADMK. In March 2026, Annamalai was absent during PM's visit to Coimbatore. In April 2026, Annamalai did not contest the assembly polls. And in May 2026, Annamalai criticized the 3-language directive as well. Now, top sources within the BJP are telling Times Now that these could possibly be just pressure tactics from the former state BJP president. BJP sources tell Times Now that Annamalai wants an active role within the party, and he's relatively upset with the current situation, the lack of responsibilities that he has been given as well. Sources in the BJP also are telling us that they expect Annamalai to have a conversation with the same of the party's senior leadership. On record, the BJP says that his politics is based on the vision of Prime Minister Modi, and hence they do not expect Annamalai to exit the party in the near future to form his own political venture.
Sri Annamalai had joined politics due to his affection and his adulation for a honorable Prime Minister. We see a lot of rumors being circulated, and I think the best person to answer the rumors is Sri Annamalai himself. But otherwise, his affection and his adulation towards the honorable Prime Minister cannot be questioned.
But here's the real question. If Annamalai does decide to form his own party, then who's he going to impact? It is no secret that Annamalai is hugely popular among the younger voters, and that could certainly affect the state's political dynamics should he choose to leave the BJP. In the recently concluded polls, the TVK managed to get the lion's share of the youth votes. But could this change possibly in 2031? Have a look at these numbers. We're talking about age and the various voting patterns for the different alliances. Now, when it comes to below 25 years, DMK got just 17% of the vote, AIDMK at 9%, and TVK at 63%. We're talking about 26 to 35 years. Here, DMK gets a slightly better performance in terms of 28%. AIDMK also slightly better at 20%. TVK drops, but is still ahead of the other two at 42%. 36 to 45 years. Here, it's where things start to change. Here, the DMK has an advantage of 37%. Here, AIDMK goes up again by 31%, and TVK is not too far behind at 28%. So why is this important? Because this is why the moment and the important, kind of voting patterns that we've seen in this entire election, because this segment has clearly, the youth segment has clearly impacted on TVK's fortunes and hugely helped it in this election. DMK, however, has dismissed the Annamalai threat for now, and even has gone on to mock him for his Delhi visit. The DMK asks, is Annamalai seeking the BJP's permission to even start his own political venture?
To start a new party, he is seeking permission from BJP head. Funny thing, he is already a BJP man. Now he wants to start a new party for which he is seeking the permission of this BJP. Anything will happen in BJP politics, that much I can say. Because I don't think Annamalai will quit BJP, because it's very difficult to run a party. He is not an actor like Vijay. Let us wait and see what happens.
But here's why neither side can ignore the Annamalai factor. Just look at the vote shares of the BJP in the last 4 elections, and that should give you a perspective of the impact that Annamalai has had. And it's been quite a splash. We're talking about the Lok Sabha elections in 2019. Here, what the BJP got in Tamil Nadu was 3.58%. Now, this is the vote share that they get in 2019 Lok Sabha polls. Let's go on to the 2021 assembly polls. So in 2021 assembly polls as well, the vote share was comparable. In fact, it was slightly less. It was 2.62%. This is the vote share in 2021. Let's now look at the 2024 Lok Sabha poll, because this is when Annamalai was the state chief. In 2024, they did much better. In fact, the highest ever in terms of vote share, it was at 11.4%. So this, of course, is a significant number if you consider the current performance in the 2026 assembly polls. In the 2026 assembly polls, were they able to retain this 11%? No. They came down drastically to 2.97%. This is the number that we're talking about, and this clearly shows you this particular election is an outlier in terms of the total numbers of voting percentage. Clearly, Annamalai had managed to create a bit of a buzz there in Tamil Nadu, and his exit has clearly hurt the party. Going with the AIDMK also has not really helped the party either. So let's quickly, in fact, also tell you what really will be the impact and what Annamalai plans to do. The transformation being witnessed in Tamil Nadu politics can't be ignored, because one thing is very clear. TVK chief Vijay's sweeping victory has given hope to young leaders like Annamalai, who think that this is a generational shift in politics. Will it be a battle of the young guard in the next assembly election in 2031? Take a look at these numbers. C. Joseph Vijay will be 56 years old in 2029. K. Annamalai will be 46 years old in the 2029 assembly polls. We're also looking at the 2029 Lok Sabha polls. And also, of course, we're looking at 53-year-old Udayanidhi Stalin in the 2029 Lok Sabha polls. So the next contest, of course, is as far as these 3 young leaders. And in 2031 as well, there's going to be this same battle that is likely to take place if Annamalai goes alone or if he's given an important role. And all 3 have their own factors, because Vijay has become CM after his first election. Annamalai is credited for BJP's rise in Tamil Nadu, or whatever the numbers that we just saw. We've seen Udayanidhi Stalin, the 3rd generation of the Karunanidhi clan, who's also all set to lead the party in the future as well. So this is, of course, what makes it interesting. Just earlier today, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister C. Joseph Vijay addressed the voters of Trichy where he once again maintained that the political battle in Tamil Nadu is just between the TVK and the DMK. But he also followed it up with another interesting comment, and this assumes significance at a time when there's a growing buzz over Annamalai's new political venture. Vijay says that there is no space for anyone else in the politics of Tamil Nadu. Listening to the Chief Minister.
இப்போ என்ன உனக்கு எதிரிகளே இல்லையா அப்படிலாம் கேட்டால் அப்படிலாம் நான் சொல்ல மாட்டேன். அப்படிலாம் நான் நினைக்கவும் மாட்டேன், அப்படி நினைக்கவும் கூடாது. இப்பவும் சொல்றேன், அரசியல் ரீதியா சொல்றேன், ரெண்டு பேருக்கு நடுவுல தான் போட்டியே. ஒன்னு இன்னொன்னு எஸ், ஒன்னு டிவிகே, இன்னொன்னு டிஎம்கே. இதுக்கு நடுவுல வேற யாருக்கும் எந்த வேலையும் கிடையாது.
Let's take this across to our guest now. S.S. Sriram is a political analyst joining us. We have Dr. Suman C. Raman with us as well. Suman C. Raman, is this Vijay just positioning? Is he genuinely wanting to leave the party? Or is he signaling for something bigger in terms of role and responsibility? What really happens from here on will be very significant for the BJP as far as its Tamil Nadu ambitions are concerned.
Madhav, I don't think that this is Annamalai rebelling against the BJP. I mean, as Mr. T.K. Silango once said in that interview, it's very strange that if you want to leave the party, you will go and meet the party president without even telling the public what your demands are. Does he want to be the state unit chief again? What exactly is his demand from the BJP? And today, let's be very clear, Madhav, he was asked by the media, are you going to leave the party and form a new party? He did not say no. He said, wait for 2 days. So clearly, there's something which is going on, probably with the blessings of the BJP. Maybe he is planning to, leave the party officially and then set up some kind of a proxy unit, which may be a non-political movement or something, so that the BJP could try to get a foothold through that method. But otherwise, it makes no sense. I mean, somebody who wants to quit the party because he is not treated right. I mean, does this appear to be the behavior of somebody like that? Going and meeting Nitin Nabeen tomorrow. Why is he meeting Nitin Nabeen? Okay. What are his demands?
S.S. Sriram, respond to that. This is certainly not the signs of somebody who wants to rebel. The way he's engaging with the BJP's leadership, Suman C. Raman says, and perhaps there's an element of truth in that. That doesn't look like someone who's going to fight the party or taking on the BJP. It certainly appears, as Sumant would say, that there's some kind of arrangement that's going to be worked out.
No. I look at it that there is obviously Annamalai is definitely upset with with whatever happened in the elections or during the elections. He was obviously not for the alliance with the AIADMK, and he was obviously curtailed in the 2024 elections, be it his speeches and all that stuff. So he is hurt. He is definitely hurt. Probably is giving it one final shot to see if there is an opportunity for him to play a role significantly in Tamil Nadu and maybe pan-India, failing which he might probably decide on his own. I don't think this is a drama. There are frictions. I mean, let's not try to cover that. There are a few things that Annamalai is pretty upset about. Now, how BJP is going to handle this is something which it's interesting, and we need to wait and watch what they're doing. But it would be a setback for both of them if they are going to part ways. It is definitely going to be, a setback to BJP in Tamil Nadu and Mr. Annamalai, because the road ahead for him as an individual, especially the fact that Vijay has probably come in today and he is not immediately going to, pull the younger generation towards him. So for him, the road ahead will be tough if he is going to part ways. So it is the catch-22 situation for both, and I'll have to patiently wait to impatiently.
What can they possibly offer him, Sriram? What can they offer him? Will they give him the party's chief role once again? What is it that they can offer him?
I think rightfully so, the party, BJP, should have some plan for Tamil Nadu. I don't think they have a plan for Tamil Nadu. I don't know why they don't have a plan for Tamil Nadu. I think it is time that they give back this mantle to Annamalai. After all, he has definitely, no one can deny the fact that he has definitely, penetrated across the state of BJP's, role and BJP as a party. And whatever small percentage that he has increased, I think you need to give it to this man.
Well, it's not small. I think it's quite significant. If you go from 2 to 4% to 11%,
certainly, yeah.
it's about 3 to 4 times the kind of vote that you were getting earlier. So that is
Absolutely.
a
So-
significant amount.
Absolutely, it's quite a significant. So I think we must give this man the due respect and give him the party. And today, be it DMK or ADMK, if they're going to take on Vijay, people are not going to take seriously because they are fed up of both of them. The
Okay.
only fresh blood that can take on Vijay is Annamalai today. So,
Okay.
but I don't know what the party has got in its mind. I'll have to wait.
Well,
and see.
all three sides, Suman
Can I-
Sriraman, having young leaders. All right, you want to respond to that?
No. My point, Madhav, is very, very simple. Look, if he was the great person who could transform the BJP, he could have done it even by campaigning for the party as he did during the recent elections. So to say that people will not
But he didn't
vote for
campaign.
BJP,
But he didn't
did
campaign at that extensively. That
He
was the
did-
problem, wasn't it?
He did.
Yes.
He did campaign in the last couple of weeks quite significantly, and the BJP did not win in most of the constituencies where he campaigned. That's besides the point. My simple submission is this: the party. Tell me 5 people whom the BJP has made their state party president within 2 years of joining the party. Just give me a list of 4 or 5 names, Mother, that you can from memory, from the time of Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee or Mr. Advani down to today, where somebody joins a political party and in 2 years becomes the state party unit president. Who has had that? And he was given importance at even on the national platform of the BJP at the age of 39, 38, 39. I don't know what Mr. Sriram is saying, that he is upset. I mean, people spent 30 years and 40 years working for the party to get the recognition that Mr. Annamalai got in 2 years. The BJP gave him much more.
Is that a fair
than
point? I'm accepting your point. Mr. Sriram, respond to that. Isn't it a fact that BJP gave him far more than they would traditionally give to other leaders in other states? He's got the state party chief role within a short span of 2 years. It would normally take perhaps as many decades or more for someone to reach that kind of a role.
BJP brought him from the civil service. Why? Why did they bring him to the from civil service to the party BJP Tamil Nadu? Why did they give? Obviously, they saw potential in him. Obviously, tell me how many Tamil Nadu state leaders of BJP were able to, penetrate in Tamil Nadu and increase the vote share. What did they do? What did this gentleman do? We have numbers in front of us. So obviously, you gave the presidency because you thought he was capable as well. It is not that you are doing a charity. And this man did deliver what others could not deliver. And this man was able to go across the state in Tamil Nadu and talk about the party. Due respects to other leaders as well.
Yeah,
But
and
don't
let me put this a little differently.
don't
Sumant, let me argue this the other way around.
Contribute.
And I've got your point, Sriram. But Sumant, the question is this, that given the fact that BJP has experimented going with ADMK, it's blown up in their face because clearly ADMK has not done anywhere close to their expectations. The BJP also has seen its vote share drop from 11.4 to 2.97. So is in a situation where you have Udaynidhi Stalin and you have Vijay, is it not the best case for BJP to go with a young face like perhaps Annamalai, if they can even salvage it at this point?
Okay, first of all, it is not an apple for apple comparison because you are comparing 11% got in a parliament election where the BJP actually contested a larger number of proportionate seats vis-a-vis their contest here. But let us leave that aside for a moment. My simple submission is that if first of all, in 2014, the BJP contesting as part of another alliance with Mr. Vijay and a few others also managed 18%. So where was Mr. Annamalai then? Without Mr. Annamalai, then technically will you say that BJP became a huge force under whoever it was in 2014? No. The alliance arithmetic worked. In a Lok Sabha election, the BJP does better than it does in an assembly election because of Mr. Modi's name being on the ticket. And parties like, for instance, the 18% was because the AIADMK contested alone. And they did not have a prime ministerial phase. There were only 2 alliances which promised a prime ministerial candidate. The NDA promised Mr. Modi, the DMK Congress combined promised Mr. Rahul Gandhi, and they were the only 2 people in the fray for all practical purposes.
Okay.
So that 11%
So, Mr. Sriram,
is
are we
now
reading?
being
I've
shown
understood your point.
as some
Are we
miracle.
reading too much into this? He's given the example of 2014 as well. He says even that election, BJP did very well and there was no Annamalai at that point of time. In fact, the percentage he says was higher in that election. Your response, Mr. Sriram?
No. Look at the assembly. Look at the assembly vote percentage. I mean, the parliamentary vote percentage. Obviously, the state votes very differently. Look at the assembly, vote percentage that has increased. I mean, nobody can deny. See, I am not here to advocate for Annamalai, but at the same time, you can't ignore somebody who has definitely contributed to the party. Tell me who others have contributed to Tamil Nadu's BJP's growth in Tamil Nadu. One thing he saw, that the alliance with ADMK is not going to help BJP, which even the BJP top brass failed to, or they didn't want to. Because he was right, going with ADMK, it's not going to help BJP, and that's exactly what has happened.
Okay.
He knew that this time the Dravidian parties are going to be away. So this time he got it right, but BJP top brass didn't get it right. As simple as that.
Let's leave it there. SS Sriram as well as Suman Siraman, I'd like to thank both of you for joining us. Certainly, of course, all eyes on that important meeting between Annamalai and BJP president that is scheduled to take place in the national capital. Thanks so much for joining us.